Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where I review the latest movies and documentaries. Today, I'm going to talk about The Wall. If you're interested in this topic, make sure to watch this video until the end, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. So at the beginning of the story we see four friends in a car who were a little older, and they were going on a trip to spend their holidays, so they were going to stay in their own cabin which was right on top of the mountain, and this entire area is surrounded by mountains. It was fallen, which was obviously a very beautiful place. There was a woman sitting in the car whose name was Di. She had two friends with her, and a friend's dog was also accompanying her. But looking at the babysitter's face it seemed that she did not particularly like animals. Now after some time they reached their cabin, which is located far away from the noise of the city, say Di's friends. If we are going to a nearby village then you can eat sweets with us, but she refuses, saying that no, you guys should go because I am very tired during the journey, so I will stop here and take rest. After this both of them agree and start leaving from there, but she directly leaves her dog there. Shortly after his departure, Di thinks of making friends with his dog. She went near him and caressed him, but when Dogny looked back, she got very scared because the same animals did not have that much understanding. When she woke up in the morning and went to check her friend's room who had not yet returned, she started thinking. He was worried about both of them. That's why she takes the dog and goes to search for them. She had come a long distance, but she could not see anyone nearby. Whenever she was moving forward, the dog's mouth got hurt. It doesn't even bleed. When she checks him, she starts thinking that he must have eaten some stone, so she ignores this and goes back with the dog, but I don't know why he was afraid of going ahead, so he runs back from there. I was quite surprised to see this as he didn't know why he did this. Then as the die starts moving forward, it collides with something which stops the die. But it is not clear what this thing is. She also tries to see what it was, but she doesn't see anything. Once again she tries to move forward but collides again and she gets scared. She puts both her hands forward and starts sharing, then she realizes that there is actually an invisible wall here and not visible walls. Now she gets quite surprised by this. There is no such thing as an invisible wall, then why was it stopping him again and again? It was not visible to the eyes but could be felt by touch, and that is why even the dog was afraid to go ahead, because he had also got hurt because of this annual wall. She tries again to move forward, but all her efforts go in vain. She was not able to do the same innings. Seeing this, she starts moving towards the right side. With this thinking there should be no invisible walls. Whenever she eats there, she sees a farm in front of which there was a big couple. Seeing them, Di felt relieved as she started moving forward. Once again she collides with another invisible wall, and then she realizes that this kind of wall is on every side of this mountain. Di hits the visible wall and calls out to the evil couple, but surprisingly they don't hear anything. Then suddenly Dare was shocked because there seemed to be something wrong with the same form. She looks at both of them carefully. He came to know that the old couple had been staying in the same position for a long time. Neither of them moved themselves even slightly once. It seemed as if time had stopped for both of them because everything around them was moving except the two of them. Seeing this, Di started feeling scared. She slowly started retreating. Feeling tired, she came back to her cab. The night is full of pain, but still she sleeps. At night she had a nightmare in which she saw that this visible wall was keeping her captive in such a way that it spread till it reached her cabin. He felt that this wall would frighten me to such an extent that it would kill me by sucking it inside itself. Thinking this she became very sad. She starts screaming loudly and the next moment her eyes open with a click. She was not bothered to see that I was just dreaming, and in the morning she wanted to see your invisible wall with Sumit, that perhaps she might have gone from there, but she was still the same. She was also near the farmhouse, but this time she saw the evil couple from the door, who were still standing in the same position. They started running in the other direction. Seeing him the maid also runs away. Yes, she sees a cow standing at some distance with a dog, which was a cute brown cow. She looks at the Di and starts moving towards it. Seeing this he should be very scared. He doesn't understand where to run, but the cow doesn't say anything to him, but instead stops at this place and starts eating grass, and now she also starts following Di. Seeing this, she brought him to her cabin because it had now become her home. Now in a way she was considering this cow as a problem for her, because in order to erase her book, Di would have to bring grass for her every day. But because that poor girl was also alone, she decided to keep the cow with her. She started milking the cow, and today she quenches her hunger by drinking the cow's milk, but she was worried that the food here was slowly running out. The next morning while he was jogging he got an idea. She thinks of crossing this wall with her friend's car. She sits in the car and hits it hard against the wall, due to which the front part of the car is completely destroyed, and Tordal also gets injured on his head. But this did not do anything to the visible wall. Now the nurse saw a car parked on it against the wall, but it was of no use because there was no one inside it either. Because of this situation, the poor girl became quite dejected. That's why she comes back to her cabin and starts crying bitterly because by now she has realized that I will never be able to get out of here. Now it is obvious that in these circumstances even a good person loses courage. She became so dejected that negative thoughts started coming into her mind. Every day she cuts a lot of grass, feeds it to her cow, and survives by drinking its milk. This is how he spent the summer here to stay alive. Meaning she has been staying here for the last 3 months. Now she thinks of growing vegetables. She digs the land in front of the barn, and grows different types of vegetables there, which she finds, and then after each day passing over the mountains, she marks that day on the calendar and whatever she did throughout the day. She used to write everything on paper. Now that she was living with animals, she had come to know a lot about them, and had got along well with them. Now one day it started raining heavily here. When I was sitting in my cabin, there was no sound from outside. When he went out and checked, there was a cat sitting outside the cabin, which was very wet due to the poor rain. Neither does she bring it inside the cabin. She cleans it properly and makes her sit on the throne. That cat was also alone like them, so the nurse decided to foster it too. Now a family of a kind of dye had formed here. Now, with time, she was also learning to hunt because it would obviously take time for the vegetables to grow. But she often had to face a lot of problems while hunting, like she used to get injured, but with the passage of time, she was becoming very good at it. Dog also used to support him in this thing. Now one day when she was going out for hunting, her eyes fell on the truck standing in front. She used to see him coming and going often, but today the truck was standing very close. Seeing her, a hope arose in him. Maybe there is someone else here and I can get out of here. As if she started moving closer to the truck. Lately, she collides with that visible wall, due to which all her hopes are lost. She was coming back disappointed when suddenly her eyes fell on the house built near her hill. She took the binoculars and started looking there. Luckily that house was also vacant. No one lived there either. But the midwife sits near this house because the view here was very beautiful. There was some peace. However, there was a slight breeze, so Dai fell asleep. But when his eyes see that it is already night, he comes back to his cabin, where he saw that my cat has given birth to a baby which is absolutely white and cute. She fell in love with Dio because now she had an own member in her family. That Cash at work leaves him with blisters on his hands. He has spent 6 months here and now winter had come here. There was heavy snow everywhere outside. He came to know that my kitten had just gone out in the cold. Now the dye seemed to fit her. If he doesn't survive for long in such cold, she takes a lantern and goes out to search for him at night. But when she goes, she finds the kitten dead, and because she loved it very much, she becomes very sad. She starts crying, and after the same burial, she returns to the cabin, and whatever happened today, like every day, she also sees it in the book. Now the curd was changing with each passing day, but she never stopped checking these visible walls. The next day his cow had a baby, which was exactly the same color as its mother and was very cute. The Lacan Dai's life after the death of the kitten was fulfilled today, and now he would continue to live here. It had been a full year. When she got bored during the day, she took her animals for a walk near her house on the hill. She decided to stay at a place she liked very much. Time was passing quickly. Summer is over and now the climbing season has come again. These days also passed, after which now winter was about to come here, and here Diana had first arranged for wood for her food and for lighting the fire, so that she and her animals would not face any problem in this snowy trend. One day a strong cold wind blew. Rai heard the sound of a bird outside. When she went out to check, she saw a crow sitting alone on a tree, and its color was white. Now every girl understands that she has separated from the rest because of her color. So she spends her time alone, because no one could have understood better than her how painful it was to be alone. She also includes that poetry with herself and gives him food. The vote continues like this, and again 1 year passes. One day again, to pass her time, Dai takes her animals to the house on the hill, but as usual, she does not like it there. She was bored with life on the hill. This is the reason why now doing everything here seemed like a car to him. When she feels strange, she returns to her cabin with her animals, and now she has spent 3 years here. One day she was returning from hunting with her dog when she heard her calf screaming. Hearing what, she got scared. She also ran quickly, and her dog also came and saw that a man with an axe in his hand was trying to kill the cow. He doesn't understand what to do. She shouts loudly that this visible Diwali is such that it is within the power of a person to come inside, but it is not possible for anyone to get out of here. The man still does not leave the axe. Dog was also stopping him. He bites him on the hand, but the man seems to have gone mad to kill him. Dai doesn't understand anything. She runs away from there towards her cabin and quickly comes out with her gun. But he was late in coming. By then the man had killed the calf along with the cow. Seeing this, she almost goes mad and loses her control. She points the gun at the man and shoots him in the chest. He is killed there. Even when her anger doesn't cool down, she throws the dead body of that man down outside and buries the crying cow's calf there. She sat at one place sadly because now only her eldest cow was left in her family. She returns to the cabin with her cow and completes the book by expressing her sorrows on the last sheet of paper. Now through this story we have been told that human life is like this. The person should not think about his life coming to an end because of his difficulties. He thinks that his life will end. It is good if one goes, but a person should live this life happily as it is, because only then who will be able to live with you. But the journey of life, a person learns from it only. With this message. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this movie and what other movies or documentaries you want me to review next. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching and see you next time.